All right, ladies, this is how to attract a rich man, a wealthy man. So many of you want to marry a rich man, a wealthy man, a man, the kind of man you want. Like, virtually every woman wants to settle with a man who has financial capacity and is very good. It's encouraging to marry someone who is financially ready for marriage. So I do not discourage that. But at the same time, I don't encourage you to, value your relationship based on a man's pocket, a man's wealth, or what he can provide financially. It is part of it, but not the main focus, of course, because there are times where you will find a man who could have all the money but lacks the value or the major thing you are looking for in life, which is vision, destiny, purpose. That is the major thing. And again, a man who has the right character or temperament you can deal with in marriage. So it's very important that you don't pick your relationship based on the financial capacity of a man, even though it's very necessary that a man should be financially ready before you accept him. So how to find a rich man or how to attract a wealthy man is that you have to position yourself rightly. Like, there are some certain environments you need to be intentional about, going to. Like, there are so many ladies who are believing God for marriage to be seen, to be married, or to be, admired, but they are hiding inside, like they are hiding behind the closed doors. Praying is very necessary. Praying is important, but it's not just about praying. If you are to attract a man, if you're going to find a man who would want you or love you, or the man you would, like to have as a husband, you need to step out of the house. You need to be in the right environment. You need to be intentional about that as a single lady. Like, you need to be in a place where you meet people, because marriage is about human beings. Is about meeting someone and someone meeting you. Even if God has prepared a man for you, the man would see you. You need to still position yourself to be able to meet the person. So what I'm saying here is that it's okay to pray about getting married to the right person or getting married to the kind of man you admire, but there are places where you meet rich people. There are places where you meet wealthy people. And again, it's that your career is going to determine the kind of man you marry. Of course, you can't, there is just slim chances for you not to be a medical doctor and finally end up getting married to one of them. Most times you find that doctors it seems like they are marrying themselves, and you see people of the same profession getting married to themselves, and most of them, they met in school, they saw themselves, because you need to position yourself to be seen, to also be experienced, not just to be seen, because someone seeing you at one time may not be enough. Sometimes there is love at first sight, and it could also be enough. So what I'm saying in essence is that you need to put yourself in position. You don't hide behind closed doors and you're praying for a husband or a wealthy man. If you want a wealthy man, there are kinds of places you see them. Some of them you see them in churches, some you see them in business places, some you see them at work. So some of you don't have the qualifications, you don't go to work where you find them, and of course you're expecting a miracle to happen. This doesn't mean you should go about hunting for a man, like jumping from one place to another. But of course, when it's necessary for you to be in some meetings or some parties, like wedding parties or some occasions, dress up, look good, and be fine, and go there in confidence, believing God that you're going to meet your man, not necessarily in that meeting, but at any time. Your approach is to trust God to position your man at the right place for you, where you're going to meet him. Then it is left for you to make the moves of doing what is necessary at any time, but never be under pressure. Don't feel like because you attended this wedding party you must meet your man there.